Hey everyone, welcome back to Why Would We Know? I'm Rajat,
I'm Andreas. Hi.
and today we're going to talk about Project IDX, a new cloud based ID from Google. And I would say let's just jump into it.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Project IDX from Google, which is basically a Visual Studio Code hosted by Google, and it
Hmm.
has some yeah project templates you can work with. So what we want to do now, Rajat and me, you we want to explore how good is this Project IDX and does it offer any advantage over local installation of Visual Studio Code, for example, and all the development environments
Hmm.
in there? So as you can see here, I have my so you have workspaces in IDX, and
Hmm.
I have already created two workspaces. One of them is that's an interesting thing I discovered. I created this first demo, which is
Hmm.
basically I used this Flutter template here
Okay.
and created this project. We can open that up. And the other one, I imported my gRPC demos project from GitHub.
Okay. All
And
right.
the interesting thing is the gRPC demos project that I created on GitHub has also a Flutter project in it.
Hmm.
But for some reason, Project IDX took an outdated version of Flutter for that one. So it could not compile it because I needed the latest Flutter and Dart versions. So
Hmm.
that was weird, and I couldn't fix it because, yeah, it's basically based on Nix environments, and in the Nix package repository, the latest version of Flutter is 3.19, and I was using
Yeah.
3.22, the latest one. So that's weird. And in this Flutter demo, in this first demo that I created on the Project IDX with the template,
Hmm.
it used the latest Flutter version. So I don't
Okay.
know why doesn't it work when I import an existing project, but it works when I create a Flutter project with the template. So that's kind of interesting
I mean, it could
thing.
be that I don't know their IDE is somehow is not able to figure out that the existing project that you imported, which Flutter version was used or whatever, the
No,
compatibility settings and all that.
it actually knows that because it's in the pub
Uh-huh.
spec. I mean, there is the version of the Flutter SDK.
Yeah, but maybe it knows, but it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah, it
use
couldn't install
that
it. It couldn't.
version somehow.
Yeah, it couldn't
Yeah.
install it because in the Nix repositories, this version of Flutter is not existent. The latest
Mhm.
version in the Nix project package repository is 3.19. So
Mhm.
okay,
It's a
so
very Visual Studio Code looking editor they
yeah,
have.
that's Visual Studio Code. Hey, maybe we can turn this into a dark.
That'd be
Is that
nice.
better? So, so what you see here is basically it's just Visual Studio, right? So I
Mhm.
can even go in full screen, so it's even more like now I have a IDE in full screen mode. So
Yeah,
and what you
sounds
see
better.
here, it automatically starts up with an Android emulator and the web version of the application,
Mhm.
and so I clicked on the web, but nothing happened. So it's kind of either it's very slow or it just doesn't work. Anyways, so yeah, and there you have it. That's the Flutter application in the Visual Studio Code.
Mhm.
Nothing special to see here. It's basically just a Visual Studio Code hosted on a Google server. And the
Okay.
project itself is also on the Google server. And when I open up a new terminal, there you can see basically what they do is they start up some container
Mhm.
on their system, and I can try to find out. Okay, it's a Linux. It's a 5.4 kernel.
Mhm.
It's an Ubuntu, by the way. That's interesting. So yeah, So it's basically starting up a container environment where you have the Visual Studio Code running on a as a web backend. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's it. Not much to it, and you, well, you get basically the same functionality that you would expect from a Visual Studio. So, for
Mhm.
example, in a Flutter environment, you pressed the button, and it should automatically update the thing. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I
So
saved it.
is your application running at the moment?
It should be running, yes. So there's no hot reload. I don't know why. And the web doesn't work. Oh, that was the web version. Oh, what? What's happening now? Error. Try again.
I don't know. Like, how do you like run the app or build the app basically?
I just started the workspace, so I don't know.
I don't know.
They
By
automatically
default, it
started it.
might not start. Oh, okay. There are logs in the output though.
Yeah, because there's the error here, right? There's an error. Show logs. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's the web version, and you can see the application is running. You know,
But
so
it did not
otherwise,
refresh when you change the text.
right? So
Weird.
um, I don't know. I
I
don't know
mean,
how I could stop it, by the way,
yeah,
because
that's what I'm seeing. Oh, there's a run button. The first
yeah,
one.
that's the run button. Yes, what's that button?
I
Code
think go
actions.
start
What's that?
debugging. I don't know.
No, I did not. So I just opened the workspace and it automatically started the web and the Android thing,
Okay.
but it didn't start the Android thing.
If
I don't
you
know.
cancel the both Android and web tabs, what happens?
You mean
Does
I
it
close
close?
it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can close it, and
I
you
think
mean
then
I
it
could
closes
start
the.
debugging?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's compiling the Android version.
Okay. While it starts, so I have a question. So, how does it feel? Is it like smooth experience when you're, let's say, scrolling, navigating through the IDE? Even though like it's essentially Visual Studio Code, but like, do you feel any difference in terms of performance, or let's say how to navigate within this, or is it same?
No, it feels like a normal Visual Studio Code,
No
nothing
performance lagging
special.
and all.
But as you can see, it's very slow when it comes to compiling and stuff like that. So in a local environment, it's much faster, I would say.
I mean,
But
which
I,
ideally it should
I
not be because it's essentially running on some kind of a server, which could be fast or better machine that could do
yeah,
it.
yeah. But it also could be that I don't have experience now with Android emulator, and yeah, now I've started it, but where's the emulator now?
Uh,
So
Maybe click on that split icon that we see on the
split
top right
icon?
corner. Yeah,
What?
top
What do you
right corner
mean?
of the ID.
This one?
Yeah, this
Oh, this
two.
one?
Yeah, the next to it. Yeah, this one
Nah,
again.
no, that's just splitting the editor.
Oh,
No, I
it's
guess I have
the
to open up the.
the
I don't know,
devices here.
but I don't know. I don't know where it is.
That's weird.
So now that I've closed the web view and the Android emulator, that's gone for good. I cannot return
Uh,
it.
yeah, I mean it's gone for good, but also it's very very weird that we do not see any option to get it back.
Right. So now I've started. I have started something. Something's running, but I don't
Can you
see
click
it.
on this yellow bar at the bottom? There is an Android SDK built for emulator text
Okay.
written. Does something pops up when you click that?
No.
This is current
Well,
device. Okay.
that's weird. So as you can see, it's running, but I cannot. I can. Yeah, that's weird.
I mean,
That's
so
weird.
far it's not promising.
No, yeah, that was my first impression when I was preparing this when I started. First of all,
Hmm.
it's not very impressive. Yeah, well, it's an online Visual Studio Code. Okay, nice. And then the next problem was okay when I imported my GitHub repository. That's maybe something I can show you now. How do I exit out of that?
I guess you have to maybe exit of this full screen mode, and then you might be able to see.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can go back here if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to go back.
Okay, so okay, when I now I can open up this gRPC demo. Yeah, well, like I said, that's a project that I have on GitHub, which, as the title says, has some gRPC demos in it, and one of them
Hmm.
is a client in Flutter. So, and you can clearly see it here. It
Yep,
takes forever
quite a while.
to open up that workspace. Ah, why
That's
would
not
I
a good
want to use
experience.
that?
Yep.
By the time the workspace is opened, I would have installed a Visual Studio Code and imported my GitHub repository and installed Flutter.
Yeah, and the bad part is that I think it's going to do it every time. You
Yes,
know.
it does it every time.
Yeah, and the thing is, like when you set up something locally, you don't have to go through this bullshit.
Exactly. Yeah, and even if I want to have a Visual Studio Code running on a hosted system, I could host it myself,
Yep.
which probably makes it much faster. The problem here, I guess, is
I think
because
so. I do believe that it will be faster than this one.
yes, so I guess the problem here is that you're spinning up the containers and stuff like that, which is all fine. And maybe I don't know. Do they offer any I don't know paid plan or something like that? Maybe it's just because I'm using the free version or something like that. And another problem that I have with that Project IDX, I would never rely on that because it's Google. They canceled that project in a heartbeat.
Hmm.
So,
But I guess the thing is, yes, they can cancel it, but I think good thing is your project essentially. I think the source code is in GitHub, so yeah, I think you can connect your GitHub, your repository, so you won't lose anything. The only thing you
of
would lose
course,
is the environment that it's running on.
yes.
But yeah, essentially your code would still be there with you, so you can just run it locally.
So,
But yeah, but I get your point. Yeah, you cannot trust it.
so that was a big topic of this year's Google I/O, right?
Correct. I mean, I
So,
don't. I won't say big
what did
topic,
they
but yeah,
tell
that was one
about
of the
this?
things that they felt very proud of. While discussing and bringing that up. And see, I mean, it's been I don't know 2 3 minutes already. It hasn't started up. I don't know what's the.
Huh. Oh, now it's coming up.
And the thing is, it's not the first cloud-based IDE that I've seen.
Okay, so
I think.
now I'm in my okay. So a lot of stuff happening. Would you like to use recommended VS Code settings for Dart and Flutter? Okay, come on, let me let me answer that. Would you like to recommend blah blah blah? I guess
Is it a Flutter project?
recommended settings were written to the Dart section of your global settings file. Yeah, that's nice. So what's that? My README? Okay. So that's my imported GitHub project, yeah, where I have this event observer, and there I have my that's my basically my Flutter. Where is it? That's my and first of all I have to turn on this dark mode again. Um, okay, that's what I ran into. Huh? So everything's red, and okay, I open up the full screen terminal. So what I did then is okay, Flutter version, right? Okay, it's a Flutter minus version. No. Minus minus. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's Flutter 222. The last time I checked, it was Flutter 390. So in the Nix package repository, obviously they did an update. Okay, but why doesn't it compile? Flutter
Document.
run. Um,
Can you
okay,
like
yeah, I'm in the wrong directory. Where am I here? Event
event observer?
observer client. Okay, now let's try. Let's see what's happening.
Why do you have all these red errors?
I don't know.
Maybe do a flutter clean pubget first. That
Yeah, I
resolve
did
all
a
the.
Flutter run, and now it healed itself.
Okay, that's
But now he's building a Linux application, which is interesting. But it could run because it's a Linux container, but it's a UI
so you
application,
do
so it
have a
won't
Linux
run.
directory as well. You have a Linux. You have a Mac OS. You tried creating those apps before?
But
I can see you have a Linux and Mac OS directories in your Flutter project. Did you?
that's what Flutter generates automatically. I didn't do that on
Okay, so
purpose.
okay, so it generated automatically. You didn't do it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Because
if you do
usually, let's
Flutter
say for
create,
example, when I use IntelliJ or something, when creating a new Flutter project, it asks me whether I want to create like an Android, iOS, Linux projects or no.
yeah, I
So I
created
can
it
select.
with the command line Flutter create, and
Okay, it
it
created for
did all of
everything.
that.
Now by default it picks up Linux. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was developing and running it with Linux, but of course it will not work here in this environment. So let's try the web version of this. But the problem, of course, is with my client. I have to first start my server,
Hmm.
because without the server, and the server is also a Dart application.
Okay.
So okay, so now
It's a dot
what?
dot dot. Okay. What a name for the file.
Huh?
Your
Dot
file
dot
name is
dot.
dot
Yeah,
dot dot.
that's also generated by the dot create. So I did
Okay.
not do that. So um, the server, and I guess it's just dot run. Okay, what does it say here? Well, what am I missing?
If you
So okay, now you're also very familiar with Dart, Flutter, and everything. So what
Mhm.
can I do now? Because obviously this is not compiling. It's a Dart command line program, right?
Yep. And I guess try what it's saying, maybe disable the analytics. But I don't think it's creating the issue. It
So
just
I
says that
go to
could
the
not
pub.
find a file. What file is
Yeah, I
talking?
go to the pub spec and I just do a Dart pub get. See what that's. Maybe
Yep.
that fixes it. Okay, that fixed it. So now I think I could start it again. Could not find file.
What file is it talking
What
about?
file? Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we should look into the source code, huh?
Mm-hmm. So do
Uh,
we have here?
Not looking for any file. It's just
So
creating the gRPC server, right?
mm-hmm.
So what file is it complaining?
And can you go up? What do we have there?
Well, it's just this event service. But maybe. Uh, so we are professionals, huh? We are
Hmm.
the greatest developers on this planet Earth, huh? We don't know how Dart works, right? So
Yep.
what does it trying to run? I guess it's where does it know that it should execute this main file? And why don't I have here a run option? Should I have a run option here?
That is the thing is, like I've never run like a Dart backend server ever. I've only used Dart for front ends. So, but it should have like an entry point. Yeah, I don't see any main function entry point yet. Maybe we can define the entry point file, this dot 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 somewhere for this
Yeah.
function main.
So I
Probably.
described it. I guess I described it here in my README. Let me see. Uh, server blah 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 blah. No, it's just dot run. I don't know why it doesn't work. That's weird.
I think you'd have to go to this bin directory. Go to bin directory and then do dot run.
Think? I don't
Yeah,
think
that's what I
so.
saw on the documentation.
Uh, oh no, I was in the wrong directory. I wasn't even in the. It's in a dot directory, not in the server directory. That's the reason. Ah, now it's working. Okay, so now the server is running, and now we want to start up our web main. So I never tried to run the Flutter web on this project, but oh yeah, and it probably doesn't work because it's gRPC and it doesn't use the gRPC web, so it probably won't work anyways. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot run it as a desktop application, but I could run it as an Android application.
Yes, you should be able to.
Yeah, but I guess that's it. So how do I even open it up? Does it open up a new browser window? Or what does it do?
What do you
And
want to
how
do?
do I get this view where the emulator or the web browser is? Because I don't see it here and I don't know how to get to that. The
Hmm.
one we saw when we that we closed, those two views. How do I get to them?
Yeah, we still don't see it. That's weird.
So when you go to
What is this thing? Is it like
that's
extensions?
the what do you mean? What?
What is this tab on the sides?
I just pressed this Project IDX.
Okay, and we have
Oh,
like.
that way. So, so now we know how we get back to the home page when we're in this project. So, okay. Uh,
But that's a weird placement for that icon actually.
yeah,
It should be on the top.
yeah. Maybe you can put it on the top if you want to. You can do that. It's Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, but still it should be by default.
Yeah. Well, anyways, um, so yeah, we're probably not able to get this project running, and I don't even know how I can stop it now. Oh, there, I guess. Anyways,
All right.
so
Okay.
the question would be, okay, now I have. Okay, let's open up this one again. Okay, and we try. Oh, okay. The second time it started much quicker. Oh, and the views reappear. Great.
Did you do something different this time?
No, I just. So now we want to know: can we share this workspace?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Is there any option for that?
okay, that's some documentation. I don't care about right now. Okay, let's go back to the Project IDX homepage because there was a share with you. Okay, maybe I can share, add people,
Okay.
add
Have to
people.
open the Project IDX.
Rajat. Okay, that doesn't work. So I don't know how I could share it with you.
I'll open the IDX as well, and then we'll see.
Okay. You think that when you are in Project IDX, then it magically
Maybe I
would
don't know. I
appear?
have some kind of an username or something. Or is there an option to
No,
type my
no.
email address?
So you log in with your Google account, but I can. What's that? Copy link preview only. IDE plus preview. Okay.
Maybe in the ad people you can type my email address.
Yeah. I give you the link. How about
Okay, you
that?
gave
I
me the
put
link.
in
Okay.
the link into the chat.
Alrighty. Let me open.
Maybe that way you can open it.
Okay, it's doing opening works. User is not authorized on this resource. So you have to give me permission first.
Oh, okay. So so
You
can
add
you
me.
type
Yeah, I will
can
type my email address. Yes, for you.
yeah you I don't know. Let me see. We don't want the audience to see your email
Yep.
address, right?
Yeah.
So
Otherwise, it would be an editing work for me.
yes, yeah, that's not possible with
See,
this.
we are
You
not
know,
professional yet, so
uh,
this is
so
a simpler way to
for
hide my email.
for now, oh, come on. Ah, okay. Warning: share your workspace. Okay, share. Okay, so I shared.
Okay, I have to reload my environment and shared with you. Yeah, I see your project now. Shared by Andreas. I
Okay.
trust the owner. Open workspace. All right. Okay, it's opened. Do you see me hovering around? I don't know.
Do you do anything?
I'm like in the IDE now.
Man, I don't see you.
So I'm interacting with the app by clicking on plus. Do you see any changes on your side?
You see the changes on the screen I shared, so you see what I see.
No, 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 no. But I'm in the IDE right now. I don't see the shared screen at the moment.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So you push the button, but nothing happens. No,
Okay, so nothing is happening on your
no.
side. So
So there is no collaborative pair programming feature built into it from the get go. Maybe, well, there are extensions that make that possible in Visual Studio. So I guess you can install that. But the other thing is that's something I have noticed as well. Not every extension that's available for Visual Studio Code is available in the OpenVSX repository because this is Google
mhm.
Project IDX is also using OpenVSX for the extensions.
Okay.
And for example, there is one code collaboration extension from Microsoft, which is not available in OpenVSX. So I stumbled across that problem. You have to go to the Visual Studio Marketplace or whatever it is called and download the file, and then you can install it in as well. But yeah, but still, the reason you see, I even see the code still says pressed, and the run has still the pushed. So what it is? What version of this program is Google running here? Because clearly it's not the same as the source code.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. And what's that? Okay. Oh, here in the Android version it's pressed, but still there's
Okay.
some error. I don't know about this error, but yeah, it's working. But
And change something.
push.
Yeah. Does it change immediately?
No, no
No, no,
code.
no, no, no. I don't think it's a good idea to use it for Flutter. I
So
mean,
yeah,
you know,
I don't know.
how ironic is it that I would at least expect it to work flawlessly with Google technologies? you know.
Yeah.
Maybe yes, you can say Rust, maybe it's not there, so there could be some issues. But Flutter, Dart, it's Google product,
Yeah.
you know, so it should work out of the box. And
Yeah.
it's not good, I think.
Yeah. So and it doesn't
Mm.
offer any advantage over a local
Yeah.
Visual Studio Code. I
I
don't
think,
get
yeah,
why I
I would
should use
say,
that.
what do you think is usually or could be the short advantage of a cloud-based IDE in your eye?
Pair programming would be one aspect.
But we
I
already
wanna
have pair programming capabilities built in our local IDEs as well.
you can do collaborative work with an extension. So I would
Yeah.
expect that at least that would be a default option that this is built in. When I share a workspace and you open the workspace, we both at least there should be an option. Okay, do you want to work together with my name on this project? And then you can say yes or no, or there must be some. There should be some button somewhere. Um, do collaborative work. Well, there's deploy to cloud run, deploy your backend and web app. Yeah, okay, I can deploy it to the Google Cloud. Okay, that might be interesting. Host web app with Firebase. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, it did something. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that now. What's that? Adding cloud. Do you trust this workspace? Me? Of course I do. It's mine. What? Okay. I don't want to do that now. Add Gemini API. I don't want to do that right now. What? Cancel. What? Okay. Now I'm in a trust loop. Okay. Hey, come on. I cannot get rid of that.
What
It's,
did you press? Like, did you press it multiple times or what?
no. Okay, now it's over. I
That's a
guess.
bug. I see.
Uh, I pressed on this Gemini thingamabob. Anyways. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna unshare
And sure,
now.
yeah. Now we can give a verdict.
So, what's your take? Let's start with you. What do you think?
Uh, to summarize, I would say that was not enjoyable at all.
No.
Um, I mean, if I have to go through such pain while setting up my workspace, my project, and collaborate with fellow engineers or whatever, it doesn't seem like a good option, at least at the moment. Because few things that I do expect from a web-based or cloud-based IDE, that yes, performance would be there, like the setup time, starting up the containers. I don't care. I mean, yes, you are. I don't know, starting containers or doing whatever. It should be fast. Okay. At the end of the day, I mean, as a consumer, I would expect these things.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
oh, what happened? Just a
Nothing.
second.
It's
It
fine.
says we can't access your video. Why?
Well, yeah,
Oh, okay.
you were just stuck for a second, but it doesn't
I
matter.
think I might have received a call on my phone. That's why the video got broken.
Ah,
Okay.
probably. So yeah.
Yeah.
Next
I'll
time
start
I'm
again. I'll
gonna
start
switch
again.
to flight mode.
Yeah. Oh, you asked me the question again, so I'll answer.
Yeah, well, we can keep that in. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
So
Um,
yeah, I totally agree. But on the other hand, first of all, the basis that they are using for that project, a Visual Studio Code or whatever the basis for that, it's not that good. I mean, I'm coming from an Eclipse IDE environment, so I'm a spoiled kid when if you will, because Visual Studio Code, it's not bad, but compared to Eclipse IDE and maybe even IntelliJ, I don't know much about IntelliJ,
I
but I
mean,
think
I
IntelliJ is
prefer
also
IntelliJ.
better.
Yeah, I prefer IntelliJ. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't use
Uh,
Visual Studio Code
so
that much.
yeah, okay. So, but anyways, it's not that bad that you cannot do what you want to do. I guess what Google tries to do here,
Yeah.
it can be done with Visual Studio Code,
Yep.
but I don't know. I don't see any
Advantage.
added
Yeah, benefit.
benefit. I don't know why I would use that. I just I don't know. Maybe if you're in the Google ecosystem, yeah, you're using Firebase, you're using Gemini, and it's all running on the Google Cloud
And
platform.
even
Maybe
then,
then,
I mean, even then, I would say I would prefer local setup. You know,
right, right. But because you can definitely deploy to Google Cloud from
yeah,
your local environment as well.
you're
So
already doing that. I mean,
the advantage would be the whole life cycle of the application. So from source code to deployment. But I don't know. Does it really offer that? Maybe we just didn't see the real benefits because we are.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, but the thing is, I think the first impression makes or breaks it for many people and many developers, because many developers are like very strict on how they work, and for example, their IDEs, their preferred OS or whatever, so they are very strict, and when they see something not benefiting them in any way, they would just not use it at all. So I think that's what's going to happen here as well, because I did not enjoy my first impression or my first demo on this here
yeah.
at all
Yeah, because it's just a Visual Studio Code.
on the cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, but they added some extra things you need to do. For example, the thing with this Android and web preview panes. When
Yep.
we closed them, we didn't know how to get them back. And hot code reload, which is one of the selling points for Flutter development,
Yeah.
doesn't work.
That's
Okay, it's
super weird.
even worse than a
Yeah.
normal Visual Studio Code. So that's a very interesting selling point. Hey, we have
Yeah.
this project. It's Studio Code, but worse.
But worse. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say, I would not recommend at least this to anybody, at least yet. Maybe in future it will get better. Who knows? But right now, big no.
Well, yeah. So yeah. So
So all right. So
So
I guess
let
that
us know
was it.
what you think in the comments below. Hey, you haven't
Yeah.
left too many comments in the last video, so come on, you can
Yeah,
do
please
better.
do that.
Yeah,
Encourage us. So
yeah.
we
So
we
because
we
we want to engage with you and have a discussion about what we are talking about, and yeah. So,
so
but
far
yeah,
nobody has
so
listening to us, but yeah,
that was
change it.
our impression of this project IDX, and so, can we do a rating or something? If you want to rate it from 1 to 10,
Oh,
which
rate it. Okay.
what rating would you give it? So
I mean,
50-50, a 5 point rating would mean, it's as good as the others on this field.
no.
Well, I
That,
don't
that's why I
know.
think I was telling you as well. This is not my first cloud-based IDE that I've used. Many
Okay,
years ago, I don't know if that IDE is still, I don't know, operational, but there was something called Cloud9 back in the day.
okay, I
I
don't
think,
know that.
I don't know, maybe 6 7 years ago, maybe more than that, I used to use it, Cloud9, and I used to do my HTML that was I was running that time, and then my Java code as well I used to run
Okay,
there, and it was similar. And I don't see like this being better than that Cloud9 many years ago, and
okay.
so which is weird. I would expect a technology from today to be much better than what we had 10 years ago. So yeah,
Yeah,
not good. I would
yeah,
say 3 out of 10.
yeah, something like that. So the basics work. It's a IDE. You can program with it. You can run your programs. It has a Git integration. So yeah, that all works. But other than that, I don't really see a benefit. Where there is this Gemini, maybe.
I mean, Gemini you can still integrate in your local ID. I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
guess
not
so. I guess
that difficult.
that's also just an extension for Visual Studio
Yeah.
Code, which you can install on your local.
Yep.
Um, but maybe it comes free with IDX. I don't know. Maybe it has a little bit more. So yeah. So I just a quick look at the Gemini thing. So that's the Gemini. That's this button down here. So when I press that, this comes up. Supercharge the development workflow with a little help from AI. Yeah, cool. Enable suggestion as you type. Nice. Suggest code as you type. Enable code base. Continue. How can? Okay.
Type
So
something, give it a code
okay.
or
So
problem, yeah.
what should I do?
Uh,
The
Create, I
trailing
don't
comma.
know.
The trailing comma makes. Also, I don't know. Is it? Is this? I don't know. Is this normal or is this just because of Gemini? I don't know.
I'm used to this kind of a thing in IntelliJ right now because IntelliJ recently launched their AI thingy helper in the IDE itself.
Okay,
So it
so
is actually very helpful
oh,
right
look
now,
at
I would
that.
say.
So that's basically what it's the same as Copilot, you know. So
Yep,
it offers you some text.
suggestions.
So
Yeah.
what would you type that AI can then fill in the blanks?
Okay. This is a counter button, and okay, we have what? Is it a row or column? The above. A
The
column. Okay, it's a column.
column. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I think text would be nice. I think it protected the data. One can actually put a text below the counter. Yeah. Then try maybe icon. Try icon. Try adding an icon. Then maybe let's say it suggests the icon data or something or icons dot something. Yeah. And then let's see.
Okay. Wow,
Okay,
icons
it does
filter.
suggest icon.
That's what it suggests, and wrongly so because this is
But there's no
still
parameter called icon in icon.
yeah. But I pressed tab. That's what
And it
happened.
did. Okay,
Okay,
that's
I can
strong.
yeah I can do it again. Icons. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This time it worked, but okay. Let's remove it again. So icon you said.
Yep.
So okay. Now it's just an AC unit. Why? Why AC unit? So
Um,
and now I press tab. Okay, that's what I do. I press tab.
mhm.
That's what it does. Eh.
Yep. Weird. Try container and then type decoration. Then let's see what it does.
So okay, is there a shortcut for Gemini? No, I don't know. Because I want now Gemini to help me with wrapping this icon in a container, but I guess
You can, I think, ask. Yeah. Wrap my AC unit icon in a container. Type it in the Gemini.
so you say my AC unit in a
Yeah,
container.
icon. AC unit icon in a container. Don't
Uh,
give me the code. Just do it on the left side. Oh my god, it's not doing that. I think I don't know. Maybe there was some kind of an ID that I saw a few months ago that was actually doing this thing. That you tell it to do something, then it will go into your IDE and make that change.
do it.
See, we get frustrated so easily, right?
Because I apologize for modifying. Don't apologize for
You did
modifying my
not.
code because you didn't. I want you to do it. I understand that you want to wrap icons in a container. Okay, then do it.
Tell it that I am giving you full permission to edit my source code. It's gonna give us a funny answer for sure. Nothing changed in the IDE says.
Okay, change my code. What? Please provide me with the code you just gave me. Imagine, yeah, you would have an assistant, yeah. Hey, how do I do wrap my icon in a container? Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
What do what? Do what?
I just told you 2 minutes ago. Now you just forgot about it. See, it's doing something else now. It's wrapping a text widget or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks for nothing. I'm getting salty. You're welcome. I'm still learning. I appreciate your patience. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'll unshare again because, yeah. So
Yeah.
even
I think
that,
this particular section could be very nice for our intro.
even that,
The frustration.
yeah, okay, it works. It's kind of like a co-pilot thing, and probably it works and whatever. But yeah, but it's not very convincing. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
It's not.
I don't like this AI assistance. I don't like this co-pilot thing either. It might be helpful, especially when you want to do some boring stuff like, hey, please create some unit test with all the conditions for this function. That might be very helpful. And then,
Oh yes, I think yeah. I was telling you, it's not any other idea. It's IntelliJ. I think I saw. So they have now integrated their AI within the IDE itself.
okay.
So there's like one free version, and then there's one paid version, of course. So the free version allows you, gives you these suggestions when you're coding. And the best part about their AI is that it understands what you have done in that file so far. It understands what you've done before, so it suggests you accordingly. It doesn't just give you random stuff. So
Yeah.
that is the good part.
I
And I
assume
think,
that Gemini as well as Copilot do that as well.
yeah,
Basically because since the code is available on their workspace in their Google Cloud, they have access to the whole project, so they can suggest code based on your project. I assume
definitely,
they
definitely.
do that, but
Yeah.
in
So
the
far, I
limited
mean,
time we
I would
have,
say at least, yeah, yeah. With IntelliJ, I think the suggestions that they've made so far have been pretty accurate. And it improved the coding speed, I would say, in a way that, sometimes it just comes in, whatever I was trying to type. And then they have their pro feature in which they do exactly what I expected this Gemini to do, is that when you ask it to change your code, it does change your code. And when you ask it to write your test code, and it just creates the files and then writes the test cases.
yeah,
So, which
but
is really nice.
all these changes, AI based or handcrafted, whatever, it doesn't matter if hot reload doesn't work.
Yeah,
You know,
that is one most basic thing. Yeah.
so I'm gonna close that now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, disappointed is the term I would use. So I'm not going to
Getting
use
some
that.
down.
No, yeah, they definitely need to do some work on that
Yeah.
to improve that. The ideas are maybe okay, but for now, I don't see a reason to use it.
Yep. Yep. Not so right
So
now.
yeah, so yeah,
All
I
right
guess
then.
that wraps it up
Yeah.
for
So that
this
was it for today.
episode.
We'll see you next week with some other topic.
Yeah,
Till then, bye bye.
bye bye.